Hello guys and welcome back to Haymanager with me, Alex, today. So, a bit of an interesting new concept I want to start doing. I want to start just highlighting a few players that I watch and I I admire, should I say. Upcoming stars, future stars, how else would you put it? Wonder kids, elite players, world-class players. I wanted to start analysing your bog standard, 16-year-old, up into your Lionel Messi. People that are aging, they're 34, 35, but then all that in between as well. So the first player that I'm doing today is an interesting one. It's a very interesting one, and someone that I'm very excited to sort of see what Manchester City do with him coming into this next season. So his name is Liam Delap. So I'll just transition over now. Liam Delap, a fantastic young little prodigy. I've got to admit, he's a fantastic player in my eyes. He is a stunning sort of striker. He plays, so as you can see here, date of birth, February 8th, 2003, which makes him 18 today. He was 17 last season. English nationality, plays striker, but likes to play off the left, like a left forward-ish type of player, but mostly he is known for playing that number 9, that striker up top. Not a number 10, but probably a number 9. He's 6'1", weighs 83 kilograms, but obviously that fluctuates with the muscle mass and everything he's putting on. And last year in the Premier League 2, when he was 17, he had 20 appearances, 24 goals, 5 assists, 29 goal contributions in 20 appearances in the Premier League 2, which is obviously your under-23s league. But at 17, he really took that by storm. Quickly going into the positives and negatives about Liam Delap before we just sort of go into a bit more of a further analysis. He's great at finishing. He's a fantastic finisher. I would liken him a little bit, if you've watched a little bit of Greenwood, he likes to place the ball sort of near post oftentimes, but he isn't as clinical, but he's got great finishing. He can find the net from multiple angles. I'd liken him to I'd say a Berbatov. He's not as technical yet, but he's quite technical with how he produces some pretty nice finishes from mostly the left-hand side, but he likes to curl them in from outside the box as well, which is why I liken him to Berbatov. Speed, he's incredibly fast, like a very fast player. I can't sort of explain how a 6'1" bloke is going to be very, very fast, but he is very quick when he finds the acceleration. I wouldn't say as far as Lukaku, because he has a similar type of build as a youngster to Lukaku. He's very physical, he's very big and bold, which is why I give him the positive of strength as well. He was not as fast as Lukaku, but he's still very quick for his size, which makes him a scary prospect. You look at Harry Kane, you know he's not going to be a fast player, but Liam Delap is much the opposite. He's a very quick man, and off the ball, he likes to make the runs in behind, beat the offside trap, positioning wise as well off the ball. Very, very good. I say off the ball because he's more of a forward role, forward concept than saying positioning. Positioning is much more like you sit back and you hold your positions. Off the ball is your off the ball runs, your off the ball positioning in the box and stuff like that. His negatives, his lack of experience. So you can sort of see this in different lights. So with Mason Greenwood, you saw him excelling this Premier League 2 aspect, Premier League 2 league a few years ago. He played very well. Lack of experience. Brought into the first team, slowly got the experience in Europa League, stuff like that. FA Cups, League Cups. Liam Delap's had one game for Manchester City. I know he's only 17, just turned 18, but he's only had one game. I think it was against Bournemouth in the FA Cup. It might have been FA Cup, it might have been League Cup. So he's only had a little bit of experience. His hold-up play does lack a little bit. Sometimes he does lose the ball at his feet. Gets a bit flustered when pressured from behind, but much like everything, that'll come with the experience. And heading, something that he doesn't really specialise in. For a 6'1" striker, the lack of heading ability, for me, is something where he can improve. He definitely can improve. It's going to come naturally to him anyway with being 6'1" and so strong. He's going to find, with the heading practice he gets, obviously becoming a lot better, progressing to become a lot more efficient with his heading. So that's the negatives and positives. I'll quickly just go through, because I want to try and incorporate this a bit more, because my channel does not pivot around this, so to speak, but it does develop a lot more from the Football Manager side. It's Liam Delap's Football Manager profile. Now, Football Manager has been known in the past to get a few misses and a few hits. They've managed to find, for example, Phil Foden. They knew Phil Foden was a great prospect. Marcus Rashford, when he was young, he was scouted a bit more, but with the progression of scouting, with Football Manager developing in the last few years, you can sort of trust with how they judge a player, how they are going to be perceived in the game at the current state. Obviously, your random different bits and bobs that go into the future you can't trust, but the current state of the game you can trust. So technically, as you can see, not a fantastic player. He's great at finishing, 14 finishing, which is very good for a 17-year-old. Good dribbling, good first touch, good passing. I've got to admit, his passing, when I show you a few clips after, is very good. Technique-wise, 13 technique. It's decent from outside the box. His aggression is all there. His mental stats, I've got to admit, reflecting very well. His work rate's there. He's alright positioning off the ball. It's alright. It's good as well. Flair. He's got a little bit of I wouldn't say he's got flair to him, but he's got great dribbling ability. That's what I'd say. Determination is obviously there, and aggression's there. Bravery's there. Composure. He's very composed in front of the box, which I'll show you in a minute. And anticipation. Everything you want from a striker. So mentally, he's very good. Physically, as you can see there, strong, 6'2", they've listed us, but he's 6'1" to me. Pace as well, 15 pace, 15 acceleration. He's not the most agile of players, but that just comes naturally to, as you progress and become physically older, much better. Stamina-wise, 10, I think that's just a thrown attribute out there, but for me, he's a very good player. He's put as a striker, he's not a wonder kid, but I think he's going to be, well, he is a wonder kid to me. So we'll quickly just go on to a few of the little clips that I've put together. I'll put the link in the description for this clip. It's a very good one. Insane talent, as the title of the video is. I'll put this down below. Whether or not this is featured will be a different thing as well, because I just want to see whether or not I get copyright striked for this, but hopefully I'll be able to bring you some clips from him. So as you can see here, receives the ball, touch inside. This is against Arsenal in the Premier League 2, finds the top corner perfectly. This one, a nice little give and go, takes it around the keeper, curls it in against Chelsea's under 23s as well. And this is against Liverpool, quick on the break. This is where you want to see his pace come through. Good on the ball, finds the pass as well, times it. You've got to watch it there. Times it to perfection. Very well timed and placed shot of the shot. Poor by the goalkeeper there. But then again, here he is, off the ball, finds a space through. Beautiful pass, by the way, by the City player. Then composed, puts that in the bottom right-hand corner. Brilliant finish. Here's another one, just time and space. Very calm is what you've got to look at there. He doesn't put it at the goalkeeper. He knows what's going to happen there. He's got the experience. He tucks it in the bottom left-hand corner. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we see here the technical ability where he takes it inside, and this is like the Greenwood type finish, your Van Persie type finish, your Rooney type finish, where he tucks it inside. Look at that, where he just glances it inside, which I prefer and like a lot. Other than that, we'll move forward here to this one where he's in traffic, a lot of players clamped around him. He's managed to find his space, touch out with his feet, curls it perfectly out. He's a very interesting type of player, and here we see the physicality side of it, the speed to get in, pulls it back, and Cole Palmer can't finish. But for me, Liam Delap is an absolute delight, a wonder kid for me. There's rumour he's going to be going out on loan to Preston this year, but in all honesty, with Gabriel Jesus apparently being shipped out or offered to other clubs, they might be trying to bring in Harry Kane. If they do bring in Harry Kane, I think this man's a perfect backup for Harry Kane. He looks very, very good in front of goal. Say Harry Kane gets his injury, you put Liam Delap in, let him get that experience. City don't need the striker as we've seen last year anyway. Liam Delap is one to watch. He's fantastic. 900k, yeah, 0.9 million is his transfer market value, which is astonishing to me, absolutely astonishing. I think he's definitely, if he was to play first team football, he'd be getting at least 9 goals, 10 goals a season in the Premier League with how Manchester City play at the moment, regardless. So there we have it. The first player review, player overview. I'd definitely list this as a playlist. the player overviews that I've wanted to do for a long time. I hope you've enjoyed my little analysis on him and how I think he will progress, and how the likenings is the big one, because you look at the likening of how you put him into, compare him to the different players that are playing in the modern era now, and how he can sort of be that type of caliber and that level of player. So you're looking at Lukaku compared him to Kane, Berbatov, and I'd probably even say pushing it Drogba, that type of player. He's technical, but technically he's obviously a lot better than what Drogba was in that sense. But yeah, that's Liam Delap. If you did enjoy this type of video, please leave a like as ever. Subscribe if you are new. We've hit 80 subs. I'm absolutely astonished by that. But yeah, thank you very much for that, and enjoy the rest of your day. From me, Alex. See you in the next video. Ciao.